Welcome back to our channel. In our previous videos, we talked about the condo processing or the purchase of it and the BDO loan and our experience in Mega World. Now we're moving into what might be the most exciting part of the journey, which is turning an empty condo into a profitable Airbnb.
Exactly. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for following our journey. And honestly, this is where the things are getting more expensive for us. So many people think that once you get your keys, you're done, but you're not.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we've spent months researching the Airbnb listing in BGC and McKinleyWest as well. And one thing became very, very clear is that
What is it? Is it because we saw a lot of units which get no bookings, and we saw many units which get a lot of bookings?
Mm-hmm.
We tried to book them and we cannot even find any space.
Yes. So when you look at Airbnb calendars, a lot of units look empty. Many owners simply furnish their condo with the standard furniture, standard lighting, and the standard
IKEA
layout
setup.
as well.
I call it IKEA setup.
IKEA. Unfortunately, that's exactly what guests see everywhere.
Exactly. So if we want this investment to perform very well, we need to create something that sounds and stands out from the crowd. Or maybe it should blend into the good crowd.
Yes.
So why we hire designers? Why did we decide to hire designers?
Yeah.
I will explain this concept, Jenny.
Yes.
First, let's
Okay.
see. So the first question people ask is, why we hire a designer at all? You know, it should be obvious that you can just get the keys and rent it out. Buy a bed, buy a fridge, and all done.
Yeah, because furnishing condo for yourself and furnishing a condo for Airbnb are two very different things.
Yes, I think people expect it to be hotels level or hotel style amenities. So we are not designing our dream home. We are designing a space that attracts bookings. And bookings, people we really expect a hotels style and treatment.
Yeah, a space that photographs well, a space that the guests remember, and a space that gives a 5-star reviews.
Yes.
And that's why we shortlisted 3 design companies.
Exactly. We had actually, I think total we had 6. Then we kind of trying to shortlist actually the ones we prefer. So we shortlisted 3 at the moment, and I believe 2 of them are really, really good candidates we're going to consider.
Yeah, and no, we didn't pick the first one that we spoke to because we wanted
multiple options. We wanted also different styles, different approaches, different budgets. However, we realized that picking design company doesn't mean that we're going to achieve our budget, total budget.
Yeah, what surprised us the most is that most designer company only wanted to quote design fees only.
Yes, we said okay, this is really good, but in the end, when I started shortlisting and thinking, okay, we have a design cost, but we don't know actual cost of all the materials and project cost, which is a bit worrying for us. So typically what they offer is design concepts, 3D visualizations, technical drawings, and material specifications. But the implementation is not going to be included, which can go like from 1 to 2 to 3 million. Who knows? I mean, we don't have any guarantees.
Yeah, so when we asked for the estimated renovation costs,
yeah, most of them they couldn't provide. They said we can suggest 3 contractors or 2 contractors to pick up from. But again, we don't know the end cost anyway. So we might choose a different third contractor, and we just kind of wasted design cost, because another contractor will say, oh, we we actually
Yeah.
need to do another design,
Yeah,
for
that's
us.
the problem. Yes.
So because how you can budget, nobody can tell you roughly, like what project might cost. So how can you budget, Jenny?
Yeah, we understand the final cost depends on the finishes and the materials, but we still need a really realistic range, the real renovation budget.
Yeah. So eventually, two companies were willing to discuss total project cost. The third one, which offered cheapest design, they gave us very, very, rough figures. I think it was like from 2 to 5 million, which doesn't make any sense,
Yeah.
where we landed in the end. And
That finally gave us some of clarity when it comes to budget and
Yes.
finance.
so based on proposals and our discussions, we're now budgeting approximately uh, one and a half to 2 million pesos, like that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a realistic cost because we got very similar quotes for total design cost. So I think we cannot get any cheaper than
Yeah.
1.5 to 2 million.
And by like we have a war and everything is increasing as well, like with the fuel, the costs,
Yeah, exactly.
So this also includes the renovation work, the furniture, appliances, the lighting, the storage solutions, and all the finishing touches. From that budget alone, they said everything will be included.
Yeah, is that a lot of money?
Yes, of course,
I
it's a
think
lot of money.
It's a lot, but we don't have any choice, I would say.
Yeah, so but if we're really serious about Airbnb, we need to treat it like a business and our design vision as well, that we need to really implement that one.
Okay, so let's talk about what are we actually planning to do in our condo.
Yeah, our biggest change is removing the wall. The wall between the bedroom and the living room, because they like a wall there and the door that giving you some privacy inside. So
Yeah, it's very dark actually when
Yes.
in the unit. They should have actually kept it open, I would say.
yeah, as far as you know, guys, it's our property is a one bedroom flat.
Yeah. So instead of traditional partition wall, what are we trying to do, Jenny?
Yeah, we want a larger sliding glass partition, so
Yeah.
it's give us like looking like more spacious, and at the same time like
And more light as well, because
more light
we're facing
from the window from the bedroom to the
Yeah.
lounge.
we're facing east, so it will be more light. If people want, especially us, we want light. Actually,
Yes.
in our condo. So it all allows natural light to travel through the condo, and it also for the photographs it looks really beautiful
Yes.
as well. So
Yeah, because we have already experienced that when we sell our flat here in UK. So professional photography really like good when you do it yourself.
yeah, and there is another thing we noticed researching Airbnb units in ParkMcKinleyWest.
Yeah, many travelers aren't just tourists anymore.
Exactly.
So
They are remote workers, or how would they called
the digital nomads. Yes, like my husband.
working from home.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
working from abroad.
So yeah,
So what we're doing for those type of clients, we're trying to make a dedicated workspace in a condo, so that you can have your laptop, you can have your external like mouse, keyboard
Yes.
if you want. If they have, they can also have a
Yes.
screen as well.
so it's
So
not
it should be
only
enough space.
not
for-
only
to-
like a tiny desk is squeezed into a corner, because most of the things that you see on Airbnb, it's like a vanity corner only with a mirror and when you do your makeup. But how about with a man when they're working, or some women that working as well from home?
Yeah, it should be a proper space where someone can comfortably work, have a call, with their coworkers, and work for days or maybe even weeks.
Yeah, and it also, if there's one thing that the guests remember,
It's whether they slept well or not.
yes,
Especially me, I need a
Yes.
proper pillow, proper mattress.
yes, we need a large, comfortable bed, and this
I think
is
it's non-negotiable,
really,
yeah.
really, really required. Yeah. to have a proper bed, you know.
It's non-negotiable. And also a large sofa for TV. So if they want to watch a movie or just relax, there should be a proper sofa. Also, a sofa should accommodate people, like 2 or 3 people
Yes,
sleeping, with
yes,
the
yes.
children. How far we?
Yeah, so we want the guests to feel comfortable, and when they're working as well, watching Netflix, a movie marathon, or relaxing after exploring Manila as well.
Yeah, exactly. Or Venice Mall, which is nearby.
Yeah.
So another thing we don't see enough in our condos is what, Jenny?
Storage.
Storage
Yeah,
space.
storage facility in there. I mean, not the thing storage facility, but the cabinets into the houses. It's like we need all those storage.
Yes, not only for the clients but also for us to store, extra
Equipments, beddings,
extra bed, extra
yes.
cleaning materials. Beddings, as you said, Jenny, and all these other
Yes.
things we want to keep.
Yeah,
in the
but
condo.
usually guests brings a lot more luggage than expected, and it's really needs for storage for that one.
Yeah,
So.
it's probably under the bed, I'm thinking as well. It was suggested by one of the designers.
Yeah, because with us, when we came to our condo, we have 3 big luggages from the airport, and then straight to our condos. And then from those luggages, we open it in the lounge. There's
Was in the
no
middle,
space
yeah.
already, and it's eating like the space that we're just hopping around from one luggage to another.
Yeah, that was. I mean, it's okay for us, but maybe not many people like to do those
Yes,
things.
yes.
So another thing is we also want to make kitchen more integrated. We want more storage, more shelves. We want fridge to be also integrated, and everything to look uniform as well.
Yes. Yeah, because especially me, I love cooking, and it's not all the time you're going to eat outside. You need like space to make or prep your meals, even like simple ones. So if you want like eggs on toast or something like simple breakfast like rice, you have those things available in the kitchen, because it's really handy as well. It saves you a lot of money, not always going to eat outside, because at the moment in Mega World, the nearest
Yes.
one that we shop is 7-Eleven, and there's not much to buy in there. But they will going to build like a supermarket down to our
Yes, in
condo soon.
ParkMcKinleyWest, yeah.
They were thinking, I'm not really quite sure. Someone just told us they were thinking Landers. So yeah, we'll see.
We'll see how it goes. But yeah, and the stock kitchen is very few shelves actually. You cannot store much.
Yes.
So what we're trying to do is to have more shelves, and we can also keep some kitchen equipment like toaster, also rice cooker,
Rice cooker, pans,
yeah, microwave,
frying pans, and
Yeah.
those, what do you call them?
something for cooking. I'm calling the ano. Yeah. So how about the bedroom? So what do you think, Jenny? Bedroom wise?
Bedroom? Better storage and also more usable space. I mean, you have the bed itself is eating the space, but the space is like a storage where you put the extra linens, pillows, and stuff as well. And we're going to put like as we talked earlier, the workspace.
Yeah, exactly. And also very important thing we didn't mention is blackout blinds. So when people sleep, to make sure they cancel the noise and they cancel the light as well. So simple idea, but surprisingly missing in many Airbnb units, I would say. So Jenny, what else? How about the lighting and themes?
Yeah, so we're leaning towards into a natural wood. This is what's in at the moment. So we want the warm, clean, and modern style, like hotel style, and at the same time, it feels homey.
It's kind of neutral as well. I noticed as well in Airbnb units, which get a lot of bookings. they have this like neutral wood, nothing really like bright colors, very neutral. But yeah, I think that many people like that.
Yeah. At first we were thinking about ocean theme, and then suddenly it changed into foresty theme. But if we have a lot of plants, who's gonna look after it as
Exactly.
well? It's hard to maintain those things.
We will pay a lot for cleaners.
Yes,
I would
so
say.
we
Dusting.
just stick to the standard one, like a hotel style, but at the same time, homey, warm and cozy.
Yeah. Let's leave that for the next renovation,
Yes.
probably, or for our retirement.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's actually timeless. I would say timeless design.
Yeah, we don't want something that's really trendy that will look outdated in the near future, like in 2 years, because sometimes it's gonna be, yeah, this is in at the moment and it will fade out, you know.
Yeah, we saw this like New York style. Remember
Yes,
Airbnb?
yeah,
That
yeah.
was crazy. With the like barn door or something. That's crazy. Yeah, but it's very dark as well. But I don't know. A lot of people like it, but for me, I don't know. I think there's a lot of you need to maintain it properly.
Yeah, because I think some people were, when they're looking at things, this looks unique.
It looks unique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's compared to the other listing that you see in Airbnb. Some people are like, oh, this is like unique. Can we just maybe try this one?
Yeah, I think it's called New York something, New York style, New York underground, something with New York on Airbnb.
yeah,
You can
yeah.
find it, guys, yourself. The one we're talking about. So another thing is very good. What I mentioned before was lighting, because stock lighting we have just a couple pendants, I think.
Yes.
So and it's of course it will be very dark as it is.
Because the
without
good
extra
lighting, it completely transformed the small condo.
Exactly. So how about the appliances? So on the appliance side, what were you planning to buy? What appliances?
Fridge.
So yes,
Fridge.
Ref.
The ref.
microwave, definitely.
Yeah, smart TV, of course.
Smart TV plus Netflix. They said, the management company wants us to get Netflix.
Netflix
I
account.
was a bit puzzled, but okay.
And washing machine.
Our washing machine, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a washer dryer or something like that, because we have the one I used before, washing and then dry at the same time.
Yeah, we loved it, so probably everyone else would love it.
Yes.
Where they don't have to hang out drying outside in a balcony or
Yes.
somewhere. It's just one cycle and all done. You can wear it.
Yeah.
You can go back to Venice Mall.
And I think they're not allowing. I don't know. Are they allowing to put clothes outside the balcony?
I've seen some, yes.
Yeah, I think
when I
I've
was
seen some.
swimming, actually.
Because here in
I've seen
UK, we have in our per contract, you're not allowed to do that. So
Yeah.
they don't want to see you having hanging. That's why some people, they have like these electric dryer. Like you
Yeah.
just hang it in the electric dryer. But in Philippines, it's hot, so we don't need those things.
It's gonna be quick.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So those aren't the luxury items. These are just basic, I would say. Basic things we need to have. Yes. So there are also expectations, I would say, from the clients.
Yes, so for the building admin requirements, so what is the one thing that people often forget is
Yes.
when you can't just start renovating, you need permission.
Yeah, so you need a design concepts and they have to be approved by the admin. And also there is a fee to pay to make sure, like, if your contractor damages something, they have guaranteed money, to cover any costs.
To fix those things.
Like if they break pipes somewhere, or I don't know.
Yeah. So you need approvals, you need permits, we need to do SPA as well because we're not in there. Yeah, the security deposits.
Security deposits.
Yes.
Yeah, that's for the renovation. Yeah, and I think once we hire a contractor who already worked in the same building, I think that is much easier as well because they know all the processes as well. Yeah, we don't need to look around saying, okay, this is some document is missing or what we need to do something. So they know already the process. They will tell us exactly like what's going to happen.
Yeah, make sure you budget for that as well. So
Yes.
at the moment, we don't know how much it will cost, but conversion UK British pounds to Philippine money, I don't think it will be cost too much as well.
Yeah, and you can also get it back as well. So after your renovation is finished, they will give back that money.
Yeah. So time frame? How
Time
long
frame,
is
I
it?
think it's around 5-6 weeks.
Yeah.
It depends on the materials. If they have all the materials,
Yes.
I think it should be no more than 6 weeks. We were
Yes,
working.
assuming all the materials came and on time and there's no surprises, no damages or anything.
Yeah, they provide a guarantee as well. Like I think one of them was 1 year, the other one was I think 6 months. But again, you have your punch listing items. So if something is wrong in the beginning, you can actually tell them to fix.
And the next one is the internet.
Yeah, that's the challenge actually. So what we want to do is when we get the keys, we want to make sure we have internet connection because we will need it anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to do
so
it from abroad.
how do we arrange Wi-Fi from overseas?
Guys, do you know, any one of you can help us? How do we arrange, let's say, I don't know, I think Converge, I think is very
And
popular.
who's the better one? Kuya from the condo itself, they said it was Globe, and my husband was looking online.
Globe is
and
more
said
expensive, it seems,
It's
but
Converge, which is near to
Yeah.
the Mega World property itself as well. So
I'm wondering how do we agree and arrange actually
yes,
installation
yes,
for
yes.
for the particular time.
Especially
Is it possible?
For Airbnb, internet isn't an optional thing. It's a required thing for people staying in there, and also for us. Everyone is like,
Yeah.
your phone is your lifeline if you need anything.
Exactly, and of course the signal is quite poor because it's concrete building. So we also experience that because of concrete building, signal cannot go through easily.
Yeah.
So you need to have that Wi-Fi connection.
Yeah, I remember
to
we
stay.
went to stay into one of the Airbnb. The first thing when we entered the door, I said, "What is the Wi-Fi passport?" That's the thing that we
Exactly.
were looking at. We were
Yeah,
looking
how
at,
do you
What's
find
the
it?
Wi-Fi passport? Because especially as we cannot use our phone, our internet access here in UK. So when we go, we still need to top up our Globe account, and also it's not much compared to if we're living there. We have a line access, of course, but if you're from abroad, you don't stick to those things. You just buy a top up,
Exactly.
or no, not a top up. We load your
You
phone,
load it.
loading it. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're still researching. We're in a research state at this moment. But if you have any advice, guys,
Yes,
who
please.
if
Which
you
is
live there,
better?
which is better? How is the
Globe,
connection?
PLDT, Converge. What else in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are really currently researching providers and installation requirements as well.
Yeah, are you happy with your internet provider as well? Because obviously it's full fiber, but I'm wondering if
Yeah,
there's any
we
issues.
don't want those company or internet provider that always loading.
Yeah, ADSL. Yeah, so if you own a unit in ParkMcKinleyWest, let us know what are you using in the comments,
Yes,
please.
please.
So that's where we are right now actually. So we're preparing a lot of things in the background. We're preparing for the key handover. We're preparing loan release to make sure that when we get in August, we can just grab the keys and start renovating.
Yeah, so the condo is nearly ready for the next stage, so which is the renovation planning.
Yeah, well, I think what we will do is we will get the design as well ready just before we leave. So
And also furniture, we have
furniture,
to
appliances.
look for the furniture. Even though Well, I think it depends on us as well. If what kind of furniture we're looking for. Like, of course, it needs to be fitted, and also it
Yeah,
depends on the design that they're looking for.
Exactly. We need to make a choice as well, like what colors and everything we
Yes.
want. Yeah.
And with the appliances as well, there's lots of choices, and
There's a
you
lot
know,
of people.
what brand, what
offering,
color, you know.
Yeah.
eventually-
Sambon is a good brand.
So, this knockoff, Chinese knockoff, yeah.
Yeah.
So now eventually for Airbnb.
Airbnb. Yes.
Yep.
So in our next updates, we'll share our final design. You know what company we chose and progress with the design.
And the actual renovation costs.
Yeah, and whether our budget survives or we need to borrow from your aunt
Or make another loan.
or make another loan.
Yeah.
Yeah, second mortgage on the house.
Yeah. So if you've gone through major condo renovation in the Philippines, so please.
Yeah, please leave us a comment below. Maybe you can also suggest, you know.
Yeah, suggestion, comments, advice, tips.
Exactly. So,
Thank you
thanks
for watching, and we'll see you
in the next
our
video.
next video. Bye.
Goodbye.